a very average and happy middle-aged couple, um, where the husband was very, very keen to aspire to big things, a real entrepreneur, a real needer, a real desirer, wanted the best things in life. The children grown up and married and left, and he was still fighting away to try and get something that he didn't know what he was wanting to get, but he was looking everywhere, seeking everywhere for this life that he imagined was waiting for him. And of course his wife is very, very simple, very, very loyal, very contented, very able and very devoted, and supported this husband in every way she could. And one day, the children arrived for a family meal. And when they arrived, the father was in his room. He had a room by himself where he would plan and do all these things. And he was crying. And the children said to the mother, "Why is father crying?" "Oh, yeah, don't worry about father. He's been crying for about 3 days now. Crying, sobbing, all over the place." "Aren't you worried, mother?" "No, not at all. No, he needs to cry." "Why is he crying?" "It matters not why he's crying. Kettle's on. Let's go have a cup of tea and leave father alone. I'll put some tea in, and you can go in if you want to, but he won't talk to you because he's not in that right frame of mind, that state of mind to talk." So the children go in to see their father, and no, they can't. He won't even acknowledge their presence. He's just crying, sobbing in the corner, constantly, tears everywhere. So they come out and have tea with mother and say, have you thought about phoning a specialist?" No, she says, "We don't need a specialist. He's just crying." And they say, "Well, I think if it goes on for much longer, we should get someone. He's maybe depressed or mentally ill or whatever." She says, No. Leave father. He's crying. It is natural state to cry. Is it not? Is this not what we are as humans? We have emotion system and we are able to cry. "Well, mother, you must give us a phone." So the children, they leave, you see. And then the following week they come back and how's father? "Oh, he's in his room. He's laughing." "Laughing? What do you mean laughing?" And they can hear him laughing out loud. "How long has he been laughing for?" "Oh, again, 2 to 3 days. He stopped crying and then he started laughing. He's been laughing and laughing. It's so funny. It's so amusing to see him laugh and be happy and all that stuff." "Aren't you worried, mother? What is going on with father? What's going on?" "Nothing. You don't have to worry about father. He's fine. I look after father. Maybe we should get some specialists." No. You just have your tea and you can go in." And they went in and father was laughing and they were so pleasantly happy to see that he was in a better state of mind as far as they were concerned. So again they went away, and the following week they come back. And there's such a noise when they drive up to the front of the house. And they go in and mother's got the kettle and, "Hello, what's that noise?" "It's father. He's in his room. He's angry. He's very, very angry. And he's shouting and swearing and he's punching the walls and he's doing everything. But he's in danger, Mum. He might harm him." No, father's fine. If he dangers himself, I will phone the relevant people. I will get some help and make sure he's safe. But it's all right. He's angry. He's been like that for 2 to 3 days. Mum, this is not right. We need to get a specialist. How long can we go on with this change of moods, with this irrational behavior? No, it's not irrational. Everyone is angry. That's another human state that we apparently have to accept. So it is best to accept these changes. And the children, they have their tea and they go outside and they say, "We have to do something about this. If this goes on, we're going to have to take..." Mom is deluded, This cannot go on. Dad has not been to his work for over 3 weeks now. So the following week comes they decide just to leave it another week. And they come in and there is this banging noise again. He's still angry, Mum. No, he's not angry. He's not angry. He's dancing. He's been dancing for 2-3 days. Every kind of dance. Every kind of dance. He's jumping dances. There's slow dancing. There's fast dancing. There's samba. All kinds of dancing. I don't put a name to it because it's his father's dance. It's not anyone's dance. He's not doing a dance. He's not copying a dance. He's dancing. It's so funny. Go and see him. And they walk into the room and he's dancing everywhere. He's dancing. And he's chanting and dancing and chanting and dancing. And they say, Mom, this is not right. This cannot be right. What is going on? Why are you so accepting of this? It is a human state, my children. It is okay. It is okay. You dance? Yes, but we dance at nightclubs. We dance at weddings. We don't dance in our room for days on end. We don't shout and swear for days on end. It matters not. What about time, you see, children? He is okay. He's if he's in danger of breaking his leg through dancing, again I will phone the relevant people. Please accept your father the way he is. But Dad used to be so straight-laced, so determined. So he followed all the rules, all the guidelines. He did everything. He did everything the right way. And Mum says, no, children, there's not a right way. How can there be a right way, Every way is just another way to express, to release your emotions. Or Mum, if he's like this next week, we're going to get a specialist. No, I don't think that's relevant. I am fully aware of your father's capabilities. I'm fully aware of what's going on. You know what's going on? Yes, I know what's going on. And you have to trust me. So they go away, and the following week they come back. And they're silent. They're silent, completely silent. What's happened? Where's Dad? What's wrong, Mum? Oh. He's sitting in the middle of the room. What's he doing? They go and see. So they go into the room and he's sitting there. And he's so still and he's silent and they shout, hello, Dad, and he can't find a way of acknowledging them. Even if he knew they were there, he couldn't find that way to release himself from this seated position in the middle of the room. Oh, he's been sitting there for 2 to 3 days, children. It's okay, he's still. Are you unhappy with this state also? He's alive, he's breathing. He eats his tea when I bring it to him. This is another human state. Peace, calm. Mom, you have to get yourself sorted. You have the problem. Father is not the problem. You cannot accept this. His work, what's happening with his work? Mom says, I phoned his work. I said, he's on vacation. He's taking some rest. But you're lying. I'm not lying. Look at him. He's on vacation. He's having so much fun. It's not fun to sit still for days on end, Mum. Well, you just be content that he's not angry. You didn't like the angry state. You didn't like the dancing state. You didn't like the happy state, although you accepted it. But you certainly didn't like the crying state. What is the problem with this state? What harm is he doing? Oh, Mom, please seek help. Please. So she says, next week, come back next week, and your father will be okay. So they come back the next week. They drive up to the driveway, and just before they're walking up to the path, the door opens, and their father meets them. Hello, my children. Come in. Your tea's ready. Mum's been making it. Dad. And they go running up and they hug him. What's wrong? He says, what's wrong with you? She says, we were so worried about you. Worried? Why were you worried? For the last few weeks, you've been behaving so unrecognizably. He said, oh, I can't remember. I really can't remember. But it matters not. Come, let's have some tea. So they go in and they sit by the fire, and Mum and Dad are looking into each other's eyes like they were just reborn, like they were married. And said, oh, okay. So the children start a conversation. Dad, so what's happening with your latest venture, your latest project? How are you getting on, you know? How's work? Oh, no, I gave up work, you know. I didn't like my work. I didn't feel I belonged at my work anymore. So what are you doing? Are you going self-employed? Are you all these projects that you started that you had so much hope and you were doing so well? What's going on with them? No, I gave that up too. So what are you going to do? And Mom says, what do you want us to do? How are you going to pay for the house and everything? How are you going to pay for all this stuff? How are you going to feed each other? How are you going to get on? How are you going to go holidays? We'll take that as it comes. Right now, you wanted your father back? You got your father back. But that's not the father we know. You're not very happy, children. You're not happy with all the states of mind, and you're not happy when he's happy or he's content. But it's about life, you know. We have to make things. Dad was always the one that Dad says, well, I apologize to you all, children. That was the wrong way. And after a period of time, they accept this and say, okay, so we can help you. You have to worry about your own life. Me and your father are very, very okay, you know. We don't have that worries about bringing you up anymore. You're free, you're independent, you're all the things that we wanted you to be. You go and do your life and live your life the way you want to live your life, the way you feel genuine and original to your life. Your father has found himself. And their children says, what happened, Dad? Dad says, well, I saw God. What? What a way to respond to God. Oh, that's foolishness. Oh, that's stupidity. And Father says, yeah, God was taking all that from me. He was taking all that foolishness from me. And your mother was that understanding, that guardian angel. How did you know, Mom? Yeah, I found God much, much earlier than your father. God is not what we expect it to be. God is not what it reveals us in our minds. We have to do things, we have to find ways, we have to find emotions that are better than others' emotions. Why don't you write a book? Why don't you both write a book? What is this God? God is not shareable, you know. God is individual. God is only interested in each one of us in its own time. Each one will have to go through this depressive, overwhelming joy, what they call Satchitananda states. It's all foolishness, you know. It's all foolishness. God, your father is awake now. He has returned to his true original self. He has returned to his human form. He is accepting of this world. We will find everything now that will be given. And if it's not given, it's for a reason. If we starve, we starve. If we have food, we have food. But we cannot not have love. We cannot not have love. To seek for love is the most foolish things. To seek for love invents all these states, all these ideas, all these concepts, all these ways that that's love and that's not love. Everything is love, children. Your Father and I will be fine. We will be cared for. He has seen the light, and the light is not what we dreamed it to be. The light is light. It means freedom. It means you're a feather in this world. You're floating around, and everything before you is coming and going, and everything before you is passing through you. Even your body is passing through you. You don't have to be a saint. You don't have to be a monk. You don't have to be an atheist. You don't have to be egoistic. You don't have to be a successful man, a failing man. You just have to understand. And the children says to their father, how did it happen? Oh, you don't know it's going to happen. Your mother always knew it was going to happen. Your mother always kept me grounded, always kept me safe, always kept me fed, always kept loyal, always trusted, always accepted me for what I am. And God gave Mum my awakening, because she didn't deserve the one I was before, that demanding, that needing, that desiring, that wanting person. So God didn't set me free, God set your mum free. And in the freedom of seeing your mum, that's what I married. I'm free too. This I is free too.